Nice place, but why?
My office is being painted.
Oh, well, still, it's not like you only have one. You guys have only one office.
No, of course not. I just thought we'd be more comfortable here where we can talk freely.
Is anything wrong?
No. Just a hopefully minor discrepancy or two. Nothing we shouldn't be able to resolve once we put our heads together.
You know, that's a relief. I got your message. I didn't know what to think. I mean, last I heard, it sounded like everything was on the go. And now that everything's down to the wire.
Well, the big day is almost upon us. Just a couple of loose ends, and you should be going to closing before you know it. As a matter of fact, this is for you.
Damn.
I give a special gold-plated ink pen to each of my clients as closing approaches.
Oh, this is great. I really didn't. Thank you, man.
Just a little memento. Now you're officially ready to sign the contract.
You know, I just can't wait. It's hard to believe.
Excited?
Excited. Baby, you just don't know. This is a big step for me. Finally having a real place of my own, you know. I've been bouncing around for so long. If anybody had told me 10 or even 5 years ago that I'd ever be buying my own crib, well, it's just something, you know. It's just something I've always been dreaming about for a long time now.
Well, anything worth having is worth waiting for.
Waiting? Hell, I've been counting the days. I'm definitely in a hurry. I just want to get this resolved and move in, get all situated. I've been crashing my buddy's sofa for the last couple of months, and I just want to get back in my own space, you know.
Cramping your style, huh?
One-bedroom apartment. I mean, kind of cramping each other's style.
One bedroom. So where do you sleep?
On the couch in the living room.
I see.
Like I said, it's kind of tight. You know, we're all on top of each other and shit. So.
Well, you know what they say. Sometimes you got to get in where you fit.
Oh, most def. I mean, I got to do what's needed. Shit, to get mine. You got to believe that.
An admirable and productive philosophy. He sounds like a good friend. You two must be pretty close.
Yeah, well, he can relate to where I'm coming from, and you know, vice versa.
So you two have an understanding.
Pretty much, basically.
That's great. That's great. Always good when a couple of brothers can help each other out. You wash his back, he washes yours.
Scratch.
What?
I was just saying, isn't the expression scratch each other's back?
Well, I guess the main thing is that you're there to handle each other's needs. As a matter of fact, I wish I'd known that you were in transition. As you see, I've got plenty of room. We probably could have worked something out for you to bunk here with me temporarily.
Well, you know, I wouldn't want to put you all in there.
Believe me, I wouldn't offer unless I wanted to. Besides, it might have given us an opportunity to get to know each other a little better.
You know, you've done so much for me already. Anyway, I don't mind putting him out, like I say, he's a friend. So.
At this point, I certainly hope that you consider me a friend.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, look, you've been in my corner from the jump, you know? It's just that I'm really not trying to be mixed in business.
And pleasure.
If you can see that couch, you know, it ain't hardly no pleasure.
Well, feel free to relax and stretch out and make yourself comfortable here now.
I'm good. I'm good.
So, you are no longer at the Columbia Heights address that you listed on your original application.
No, I moved out of there.
Why? Why did you move out?
Why does it matter?
Well, technically, it's another discrepancy. Too many of these could jeopardize your application, even at this late date. The fact that you've been relatively stable was one of the reasons I felt that I could make some concessions and go out on a limb on your behalf.
Well, it's just that a relationship, you know, all of a sudden, I had to move on, and it just seemed like I planned.
Well, what sort of relationship was it?
A personal relationship.
You know, I've had to put myself out on a limb for you. After all, yours has not been a typical or standard application. And if there's any reason that you feel you can't be forthcoming about your situation, well, that's definitely going to be a problem. I would hate to think that you were withholding information, especially since a lack of candor on your part could start to erode my confidence in your ability to follow through on the terms of your agreement with the bank. To say nothing of the personal arrangements between the two of us.
Personal arrangements? Look, I thought everything was set. My paperwork, down payment, the loan contract. What's going on?
Nothing. That's precisely the problem.
I'm not understanding. Is it something else I'm supposed to take care of? Something I haven't done yet?
Only in the manner of speaking. You see, I'm authorized in these matters to utilize my own discretion. So, naturally, my personal intuition and my feelings about a client, for example, carry a lot of weight. And as you know, I've been pushing very hard to facilitate this process for you.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know squat about all this. You know? Contracts, mortgages and stuff. So I really appreciate all the attention you've been giving us. I mean, you practically been holding my hand and walking me through it. And
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, well, I mean, hell, I realize I'm probably not the typical home buyer. So I wasn't really expecting that kind of personal touch. You know, that does mean a lot to me.
I'm definitely glad to hear you say that. Especially since, well, there were a couple of times when I was beginning to wonder whether I was only imagining things.
Imagining things?
This vibe that I'm getting from you, for example.
What vibe?
Isn't it obvious? From your very first interview, I felt a certain tension between us, a sexual
Dude, don't even joke like that.
I can assure you, humor is the furthest thing from my mind.
Now, maybe this time you told me exactly what is on your mind, because I'm not sure, I'm not understanding where you come
Oh,
from.
I think you do. I think you've been aware of my interests from the very beginning. And that you've been playing off my attraction to you in order to elicit certain favors and special considerations. Always with a clear implication that my interest was mutual with definite potential for reciprocity.
Look, we should just keep it. I'm not feeling you like that, man. All right? Now, if there's something that I said or did, if there's some type of confusion or mistake.
Not yet. That's why we're here today, to resolve any confusion and ensure that no mistake is made.
Dude, if I said or did anything to make you think something like that, I'm sorry. But it damn sure wasn't deliberate. Now, you seem like a decent brother. You've really been helping me out. And I definitely appreciate it. As far as anything else,
such sentiment is touching. But I think the time has come for you to actually demonstrate your gratitude.
look, first of all, that's just not happening. As far as I'm concerned, this is strictly business.
And there's certainly no reason for that to change. Especially now that I know exactly what business you're actually in.
He places one of the CB and Coco's flyers on the coffee.
Where'd you get that?
What difference does it make? You do, I assume, realize that if you've been involved in any sort of illegal activity, anything contrary to the laws of this jurisdiction, any existing agreement would be rendered null and void. Why do they never seem to read the fine print? The bank would never justify the fiscal risk. That is, if they would find out.
They have to find out what
It depends on you. Your attitude, the level of cooperation I'm receiving from you.
What do you really want here? You want more money? I mean, if there's a bigger field we're talking about here, we can work something out. You know, I just need a little more time. You know, everything I already have is already wrapped up in this.
You know, mine has been a long and lucrative career as a broker at the bank, and yet, ironically, I'm afraid money doesn't really motivate me. You see, I too prefer the personal touch.
If I'm not with that,
Well, even for those with impeccable credentials, Loans get declined every day in the current economic climate. The rules have become far more stringent. Of course, you could always try elsewhere. But it's a closely knit business community, and negative information has a way of following one for quite some time. Unfortunately, it seems that your most significant credentials exist in a different area of expertise.
Mr. Madison, I'm begging you. Don't do this. Not now.
Please, call me Mitchell. Especially now that I know that I should actually be calling you Bone.
If you only knew what I've been through these past few months, you just don't understand. That part of my life is over now.
Almost. So why don't you go on ahead and make yourself more comfortable, and I'll leave the bedroom.
After a moment, Bone retrieves the gift pen. He studies it for a moment, places it on the table, and leaves.